Explore the galaxy and expand your empire. This is Sins of a Solar Empire 2. .4x is a genre of empire-building strategy game where you explore the map, locate and secure valuable resources, and then use those resources to construct a mighty empire big enough to compete with your neighbours. This infrastructure then creates a military force that is tasked with defending you against aggressors and conquer your rivals, taking their territory for yourself. .4x are not just wargames though, with diplomacy between rival factions and scientific research playing a major role in the gameplay too. The term .4x was coined by journalist Alan Emmerich in his 1993 review for the original Master of Orion, where he described the gameplay as involving explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is not just a real-time strategy game, it's a real-time .4x game too. In this video, we'll take a look at improvements in Sins of a Solar Empire 2 that address gameplay elements related to the first two X's, explore and expand. These are not strict definitions, and the 4X's tend to blend into one another depending on the game, so don't take them too seriously. In Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, your colonised planets were listed in the Empire tree along with any other gravity wells containing your ships. This system became unwieldy as the campaign developed, and your empire grew larger, and finding your own colonies amongst all the other entities displayed there wasn't always an easy task. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 has improved on this system in several ways. In the last video, we examined the bookmark bar and the selection window as a replacement for the Empire tree. But to add to this, all of your colonised planets are now listed on a dedicated UI page. The colonised planet screen allows you to quickly select and build planetary improvements, orbital structures, and fill planetary item slots, all without having to navigate or select the planet in question. This handy feature allows you to locate colonies with open slots at a glance, and quickly build or scuttle improvements, allowing the rapid adoption of new facilities to suit the ever-evolving needs of your empire. As you expand your empire with new colonies, this screen, used in tandem with the improved bookmark bar, can become an invaluable tool in easily managing the operational aspects of your military campaign. One of the biggest new strategic map improvements in Sins of a Solar Empire 2 is the optional orbiting planet system, where planets move across the map, opening and closing phase lane connections between the gravity wells. We've covered this huge new feature quite extensively in previous videos in this series, so check those out for more information. In Sins Rebellion, exploring a planet could uncover passive economic bonuses. Sins 2 retains this feature, but when you survey the planet now, you can uncover hidden exotic resources too. These rare materials are generally expensive to produce, requiring advanced technology and an exotics processing facility. Securing early exotics can grant earlier access to capital ships, advanced technologies, or some of the more powerful planet, capital ship or Titan items, all without the credit and time cost required to manufacture them individually. Scout corvettes are your eyes on the universe, and your first choice for exploring the galaxy. The way that scouts are handled has improved in Sins of a Solar Empire 2. Firstly, as with other ships, a scout corvette's trajectory can be plotted even before it has been built by simply selecting the unbuilt ship in the building queue, and then right-clicking on a destination gravity well. This comes in useful, particularly later in the game, as scout corvettes are often built with a specific purpose in mind, such as to probe an enemy gravity well before advancing in with a military fleet. Blind jumping in with a crucial battle group can be disastrous if the enemy outguns you, especially if a well-defended phase jump inhibitor is present in the system too. In circumstances like this, setting a destination for a freshly built scout before it has completed construction can spare you the effort of searching around the game map for an idle one. Multiple systems can be explored very quickly with minimal effort this way. As you explore and expand out from your homeworld, you'll discover planets that have already been colonised. There are several established organisations operating out and around the sector called minor factions. These groups are not officially affiliated with either the Traders, the Vasari or the Advent, and harbour their own motivations. Some of them are dangerous, but offer rewards for those willing to collaborate by spending the new influence resource. Sins of a Solar Empire 2 showcases a new resource representing an empire's overall capacity for leveraging boons from the smaller factions in the galaxy: influence. This special currency holds a value to the minor factions far beyond that of mere credits or construction resources. By focusing on the development of your empire's people skills and cultural outreach, you'll make yourself more attractive to the minor factions, who will enjoy the benefits of being attached to such a powerful and prestigious entity. Going from Sins Rebellion to Sins 2, these minor factions now play a bigger role in the cosmic drama unfolding around you. Of course, you're free to take them out as you would any other threat, but they can be powerful and have much to offer you. Each of the 3 resource markets, metal, crystal and exotics, are controlled by a minor faction, and contact with that faction is required before transactions can commence. Players can buy and sell metal or crystal through their respective broker faction, but exotics are so rare that selling them is your only option. To acquire them, you must find or fabricate them yourself. Selling them on the market is very lucrative, however. The pirates from Sins Rebellion make their return, but offer a wider range of their dubious services in exchange for your precious influence points. Pirate boarding crews can be attached to your fleets to capture enemy vessels and scavenge credits from the hulks of destroyed warships. Launching a devastating pirate raid on the colonies of your unsuspecting enemy is an option too. Pranost United are the military-industrial giant responsible for developing the mighty Argonev starbase. Their presence in the sector is secured by advanced defensive technologies in their home system. Building a relationship with this human minor faction will grant access to the best weaponry they have to offer. In addition to some powerful defense-oriented items for sale, you can deploy a Gauss turret in a gravity well owned by yourself or an ally, or a powerful fleet of heavily armoured warships called into a friendly gravity well, as a defensive force only of course, to turn the tables when fighting off an enemy invasion. The Aluxian Resurgence, another human faction, are another thing entirely. The survivors of an ancient dynasty, they have ambitions to increase the territorial borders of their fledgling empire through a limited program of conquest of nearby systems, and they'll attack anybody in their way to do so. Paying a tribute of influence points can maintain a temporary alliance with them, and as they're often located close to the most valuable worlds, this can be a good use for your influence. Once this alliance is secured, they'll defend your flank from enemy incursions, allowing you to exploit the resources from these rare colonies without fear of invasion. Alternatively, the Aluxians can provide economic or military advisors to assist your own expansion efforts, or sell you a selection of rare exotics from their extensive collection. The Vitarak Transport Cabal are experts in logistics and advanced technology. This Vasari minor faction is open to sharing this knowledge with the right buyer. Escape a phase jump inhibitor with their jump field stabilizer. Deploy a Vasari fabricator to retrofit ships around your colony. Gain a remote activated speed burst for all ships within a gravity well, and even construct one of the Vasari's prized phase gates too. The Jiskan Expeditionary Force, also a splinter group of the original Vasari Dark Fleet, are the best scouts in the galaxy. While their motivations remain shrouded in secrecy, they're willing to exchange information for influence, and will actively explore the map of their own volition. A canny player can exploit these endeavours by purchasing the vision range of the Jiskan Scouts, an advanced colonization ship item, a planet item to increase the development speed and health regeneration of a friendly colony, or commission a Jiskan fleet to attack a targeted enemy world. The minor factions are a force to be reckoned with, but they will fall to a determined attack by a well-prepared player, and there are some interesting reasons you may want to do so. Knocking the pirates out of the game can remove their ability to raid your vulnerable colonies, and removing the Jiskan Expeditionary Force will prevent them from disclosing your positions to the enemy. Swimming in metal while your enemies rely on purchases from the black market? Then take out the minor faction running the metal trade, corner the market, and force your rivals to fight one another for what's left. Diplomacy between human players must take into account the minor factions, as the abilities and strategic benefits that they can provide are significant. A canny empire may find the defense or destruction of a minor faction to be a valuable bargaining chip when dealing with empires staking a significant influence investment in their survival. Whether the minor factions stand with or against you is up to you. In our next video, we'll take a deep dive into the economic and industrial simulation of Sins of a Solar Empire 2, as we examine the third of the 4 X's, Exploit. See you there.